Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and I am back with another standard video. And today we're going to play vampires. Now, we've been playing a bunch of decks all week based on this lovely, beautiful vampire dragon. And it's time to reconnect Immersturm Predator with its roots. And so we've got a bunch of vampires here. Notably, Vampire Socialite is the vampire lord that puts a +1/+1 counter on all your other vampires as long as your opponent's lost life this turn. We've got Florian, Voldaren Scholar, who draws you cards. And then we've got Neonate's Rush, and just a bunch of other vampires. We're just trying to be a low to the ground, relatively aggressive deck. And then thanks to Immersturm Predator, Nighthawk Scavenger, and Showdown of the Skulls, we have a little bit of staying power to go long. And otherwise, this is a pretty straightforward tribal aggressive deck. So this deck is a bit of a mashup between a deck list that Brian Gottlieb posted on his Twitter and a deck that Gregor Kowalski highlighted a few weeks ago, or a couple days ago. Yeah, kind of took their two ideas, mashed them together a little bit. I really like Showdown of the Skulls. I played a practice match, and Showdown was huge. In the sideboard, we've got Duresses, Burning Hands, Pithing Needles, more Nighthawk Scavengers, which are good against green decks because these things have Death Touch. We've got a Crippling Fear, a Meathook Massacre, and two Kayas as extra ways to fight the long game. And that's the deck. So we will get into a few matches. And it has been really windy where I live right now. I'm really hoping my internet is more stable than it was in yesterday's video. We're just going to have to cross our fingers and hope. So let's get into the first match. All right. Hopping into our first match here against Satina in 915. Let's do battle. This hand looks awesome. We get to lead on Mountain, play Falkenroth Pitfighter, and then follow it up with a Vampire Socialite, and just try to hit the ground running. Never mind, we get to lead on Den of the Bugbear. It's a better land to play on turn 1 anyways. This pathway will probably be a white land since we drew the second red in Den of the Bugbear. It's good to think about what lands you're playing here at least just a little bit, because we do have the Showdown of the Skulls, which are such an important card for us. So we'll do this, then we'll play Socialite, and then power up the Pitfighter. And our opponent is only playing lands so far. I kind of just want to pass here. I don't want to play into a counterspell. Like, playing another Vampire Socialite does put a lot more power on the board, but you can just hang out. I have not seen a mono blue deck in this format yet. Okay, that's a lie. I saw a build of like a mono blue, like tempo aggro deck that seemed kind of okay, but I've not seen a mono blue deck like this. I kind of want to play with fire here just to scry. Do I want another Falkenroth Pitfighter? I don't think so. I think I'll bottom that. Oh, another play with fire is kind of nice. So now let's attack. Let's play this Vampire Socialite now. It gets a counter from the first Vampire Socialite, and then it gives counters to everything else. Cool. Not really sure what our opponent's doing here, but we won. So we saw blue cards, we saw Magma Opus. Probably just want these Duresses instead of these Infernal Grasps, and probably trim the Nighthawk Scavenger. I'm not sure about Slaughter Specialist. I'm just not sure about this card in general. I guess since we don't know what else they're doing, we'll leave it in. I could see Pithing Needle being good, and I could see Kaya being good, depending on what they've got going on. But let's just make that change. And that's exactly what we want to do, is have a fairly aggressive start, curve out a little bit, and then end the game in a number of different ways, right? We could either stay ahead on board and just win the game with our creatures. Yeah, we'll keep this. Or we could get our Immersturm Predator or our Shogun of the Scalds going and win the game that way. So this hand's good. We'll play Den on 1, this on black on 2, and then Haunted Ridge is untapped on turn 3. I'm gonna lead Den. We can maybe play with fire or something. I'm guessing we just don't cast anything though. Then we'll slam Slaughter Specialist on turn 2. And then on turn 3 we'll be able to Neonate's Rush to kill it, potentially. To power up. Second play with fire kind of makes me want to shoot them just to scry. Oh, they are a blue-red deck. Oh, they're this deck. Okay. Well, there's a chance we can get this Slaughter Specialist out of range of their red removal. Yeah, that would be good. Like, this might actually run away with the game here. They found a land. Let's attack. So this says whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, we put a counter on it. So let's attack and see what they want to do. They want to do nothing. So I will just go ahead and... I'll just let damage happen, honestly. Then we can play a Null Priest. Yeah. Kind of like that. Just play it slow. Next turn I will want to Neonate's Rush to kill the human. Is there a world where I just shock the human? I don't think so. I think I want to double shock the egg, potentially. So let's just draw. We'll play this land, and we'll start with a Neonate's Rush on the human. Deals 1 to that, 1 to them. I draw a card, and this gets bigger. They are going to use a Test of Talents. Interesting. Sure. I only have 1 more of those in my deck. But they get to look at my hand, right? Yeah. It's really annoying. We'll attack with both. And they aren't doing anything. Do I double shock the egg here? Kind of feel like the answer is yes. If I have another counter spell, I'm really sad, obviously. Okay, good. Alright. If we find a land, we can just power up Den of the Bugbear and smack him. If we don't find a land, we've got Null Priests ready to go. They might have sweepers, so I want to be careful about playing into a sweeper. Immersturm Predator is pretty good here. I'm pretty happy just attacking here. And they're just going to block. Take 2. Then power up Slaughter Specialist. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. They might have a counter spell, but I want to put them under pressure. And now that that's resolved, it's basically immune to all of the removal. They might just have a Memory Deluge here. That's what I'm expecting them to do. Oh no, it's just discard Magma Opus? Sure. This will absolutely eat the Null Priest if given the chance. Or if necessary, I should say. Okay, there's the Memory Deluge. Resolves. You know what's great is that the Immersturm Predator can eat Magma Opus and Memory Deluge out of their graveyard if they try to do something with this in the graveyard. I can just, like, instant speed, tap 8, sack the Null Priest, eat the thing. And then an untapped land is lethal with Den of the Bugbear and the Slaughter Specialist. Okay, I'm glad I gave Slaughter Specialist a chance here. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it's been pretty okay, actually. Draconic Intervention. Deals X damage to each non-dragon creature. I think in response, I'm going to eat the Null Priest of Oblivion. And eat the Memory Deluge. So now they're still dead to an untapped land. That's an untapped land, that'll do. I'll put this on white. Turn on Den of the Bugbear. And attack. And they're dead. Yay! Vampires! Getting the job done. Alright, Ryan, let's battle. And I'd love to go first. But I can't keep this hand. If one of these, if this was the black one, Agadeem's Awakening, I would keep this hand. Like, I'd snap it off, but no black, all black spells. Pretty easy mulligan. This one's a keeper. Probably bottom one of the socialites. Yeah, I think so. And we'll put this on red and pass the turn. Next turn we'll go Null Priest. Well, gotta kill their zombie. Hopefully the lifelink is pretty good against the zombies. Don't play 2/1 drops. We'll attack. If they want to double block me, I think that's fine. I guess they get to make treasure now, which is also fine. Like, they might be able to play, like, a Lolth or something. Okay, another champion. And they're playing Falcon Abomination. I normally would not expect to see Falcon Abomination, but here it looks like it's going to be okay. Missing on lands here sucks. I can attack and trade this for Falcon Abomination. Or if they don't block, I get to power it up. Yeah, let's attack. Okay, cool. Quick no blocks is pretty good. Lets me at least make this a 3-2. I've got some menace creatures. Yep, no blocks. Lifelink on the Null Priests has been pretty nice here too. So, as long as an opponent lost life this turn, each other vampire enters with a counter on it. Okay. So we'll attack. And then this gets to enter with a counter. Zombie dragon. Okay. Their deck's pretty good when they draw all of their Champion of the Perished. Yeah, attack me for 11. Finally found a land. So this can trade with something. kind of up against it here. Let's attack with just the Null Priest. Yeah, I guess I'd rather kill the flyer here. And here's Florian. Florian's not going to do much, though. We'll probably just lose this game. Yep. Jeez, their hand was insane. Yeah, I need to chump. I need to double chump here. We're just dead. We're dead. Okay. What do we have against zombies? We've got... Nighthawk Scavenger is going to be pretty good against them. So is Crippling Fear and Meathook Massacre. Also, Kaya seems fine to exile their stuff as the game goes along. What don't I want? Really, I just want to draw cards. I think Slaughter Specialist is probably kind of bad. The Pit Fighters looked kind of dorky. Valentine seems really good against them. Like, they've got a bunch of X1s, so playing a 2-mana 2-1 with no other text, or a 1-mana 2-1 with no other text is probably not great. Yeah, this seems okay. There's a chance Slaughter Specialist could be amazing here, because I could give them a thing and then just kill it. But they're making so many creatures that I just worry. I worry about what happens to that human if they have it. That's tough. Yeah, I will leave the Slaughter Specialists in. I'll trim a Showdown, and I'll trim a Null Priest of Oblivion. That seems good. Slaughter Specialist as a 3/3 is gonna be bigger than a lot of their stuff. And I think that's gonna be valuable. We'll go first. We'll keep this. This is a red land, this is a white land, this is a black land. That being said, is Agadeem's Awakening just a land also? It's a long way away from doing anything. I think I will just play this as a land. I'm just going to slam Bloodthirsty Adversary here. We've got the Showdown of the Scalds to be the thing we do later on. So I'm happy just like playing this turn. Okay. Now I'll just run out Florian. First strike beats Death Touch. So we're just chilling. There's Champion of the Perished. And they've got another zombie, it looks like. No other zombie. Interesting. I could just do this now. Okay, they just have a removal spell. We have a removal spell. And then I'll play a red land, I think. And just chill. Yep, another Tainted Adversary. No blocks. I think I'm pretty happy just to Showdown here. Cool. Yeah, those were awesome hits. Next turn we can just play all of them. You're crippling fearing me this turn? This seems weird. Maybe they had nothing else to do, but crippling fear to kill my 2/2 seems pretty good for me. So we'll play this on black. We'll start with Nighthawk Scavenger. Then we'll play Slaughter Specialist to put a counter on Nighthawk Scavenger. And then we'll use Play with Fire. But are we shooting the token or are we shooting their face? I think we'll shoot the token. And make that a 5/5. Then next turn I can go Kaya and hold up Infernal Grasp. Nighthawk Scavenger is going to do work here, I think. Yep. So we'll put this on red, so we have 3 black, 3 red. We'll play Kaya. Put a counter on Nighthawk Scavenger. Plus Kaya. Oh, that worked. That just worked. Okay. And go. Yeah. I can just shoot this, right? Right now, and then I still get a Showdown trigger? Yeah, sounds great. Okay. Yeah, Falcon Abomination's gonna make things kind of tough for me, I guess. And they're showing me that they have Meat Hook Massacre in their deck. Cool. That game went a lot better. I think I'll leave everything else the same. Oh no, an update's available. I hope it'll let me finish the match, and then I can update. It seems like Zombies has a lot of good pieces, obviously, with Champion of the Perished, Tainted Adversary. There's some good stuff here. I don't think the deck's quite there yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if after the next set that we have up, which is another Innistrad set, if all of these tribes, vampires and zombies, get more good stuff. We're keeping this hand because we have 2 Immersturm Predators in it. Duress me, sure. They can take my land away, which is kind of annoying. But no, they just took the removal spell. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm doing this again. I'm surprised that they brought Duress in, honestly. Yep. This is just... We're gonna play lands, play creatures, and hope that they're good enough for now. Yep, that's a 3-2 now. There's a Shambling Ghast. Infernal Grasp would have been great here, obviously. Do I want second black or second red? I think second black because Nighthawk Scavenger. Hopefully Florian can survive and do some blocking. Another champion. Darn it. Yeah, our opponent's hand was really good. They get to smash me for 7 this turn. I just have to take it. Vampire Socialite's not gonna be good. Meathook Massacre's not even good here. Crippling Fear kills everything but their 7/6. I guess I play this. I think we're about to get rolled over by the Zombies deck that just had a perfect curve in the 2 games they won. And their Dress on my removal spell was actually really good. So let's see. If I block this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm just dead. I didn't even realize I was just dead. Huh. Well, I got by zombies there. Zombies versus vampires, and zombies had the more aggressive draw. So that's vampires right now. I think that this deck... Really, I thought this deck would do better against aggressive decks, like what we just played against. But we don't have quite enough removal in the deck as it is right now to keep up, I don't think. But against the more mid-rangey decks, we were able to put pressure on, remove their few threats, and just smash them really good. So that felt really good. Immersturm Predator is good at attacking the graveyard and your opponent's life total, obviously. Showdown of the Skalds gives your deck something to do if you flood, or even just like, if you're not flooding and you have 4 lands, you just like play this and you're super happy. Everything else seemed just fine. This seems like a deck you could work on and improve, and you would be competitive, which is always good. It's always good to have options. It seems like in Standard right now, there's definitely a best deck in, well, maybe a best card in anything playing Alrund's Epiphany is really where you want to be. But I think that you've got options outside of literally having to register Alrund's Epiphany. I think this deck's fine. It's got good cards in it, good aggressive cards, and you've got a sideboard plan, right? You've got Duresses, Burning Hands for Ren and 7, Pithing Needle for Ren and 7, and then some assorted removal. You could change the Kayas to, Lolth maybe, or some other card, but I like Kaya. I think Kaya with Immersturm Predator is cute because you can just plus on a thing that Immersturm Predator eats, and then you make a spirit and you draw your card back, which is cute. But yeah, this deck seemed fine. I hope you enjoyed watching these couple of matches I got to do with this deck before arena system maintenance this morning. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.